Hey, what's going on, Ryan? How you doing? All right. How's the audio? Is it normal?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, like it seems normal. If that doesn't repeat to into an echo. Yeah, I just decided, hey, fuck it. Everybody else is doing the whole update thing. Why not? Why not me as well? So I'll make my little. I mean, I haven't actually seen what's going on because I've been at work all day. But let's see, in-game scene, and I should be able to pull up. I think this. I think I can pull up, let's see, I can pull up like links and shit, right? Or can I not? Let's see. So in-game scene, I don't know if it'll let me do this or not. Let's take a look. So it let me do that. How about clicking on that? Hey, what's up, OMC? So I don't know if I can actually pull up. I don't know if I can actually pull up the what do you call the details of the new update on screen, but what I can do is I can read them off for y'all. So there's a couple new cool new features, and there's a couple ones I really don't understand. All right, so I guess we start off with there's this new building that's coming out called the Sanctuary, where wandering souls take refuge and can be revived. Your infirmary is full, and you have more wounded soldiers? Question mark. And don't fret, some of them will find refuge in the Sanctuary, where you can bring them back to life with the goddess's aid, which I'm guessing is going to come. Basically, is going to be like probably like a new resource or something. That's the number one feature. Number two, new. Auto use resources feature automatically calculate and use multiple resource items to meet a project's needs. That's pretty cool. I guess you just probably press a button and it immediately does it. It probably saves the hassle of going into your packs and figuring out like exactly how much of whatever pack you need. But moving on, we got new auto speed up feature. Automatically calculate and use multiple speed up items to speed up the remaining time required for a project. That's awesome. I love that. I think that could be really helpful, especially when you're like, you're pressed for time and you got like a certain boost or whatever, and you got to just speed through some shit as fast as possible. Now, this is where it gets stupid. This is what I think is the dumbest part of the update. Leader boosts includes talents, equipments, and heroes' battle skills will remain active even when they are captured. Deployed boosts will remain inactive. So basically, what's going on here is they've decided to. So imagine that. So I'm on my solo trap, right, and I'm trying to trap, and here comes along Mr. FY Zon with his big ass like 125 castle stars, whatever the hell, full mythic champ, full like 311k heroes. He comes in and he solos me. I capture him, right? And well, I take about 600k losses, right? So I take 600k losses, and it's like, oh shit, right? Think about the instant damage he could fucking do. He still got his leader, basically. So he just sends another solo in, right? And he sends another one, and another one, and another one. And before you know, I'm fucking zeroed. Like, imagine, like, this is really gonna affect solo traps. I think. I wish I could put this up. I don't think I can. Um, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Let's see. I can try. No, it doesn't seem appear to work. Guess we just got the in-game scene. Yeah, it'll let me broadcast in-game, but I guess the website's too much for it. So basically, what they're saying is that what the fuck's the point in using Huey Hops anymore? Somebody brought that to my attention in guild chat. They said, "What's the point of using Huey Hops if basically all your stats are still there, right?" And I completely agree. What the fuck? Why would you even spend on Huey Hops anymore? Why would you use him? It's like 81,000 gems for that. And if your leader gets capped, like, so like, I wonder. So what I think it is that like your leader gets capped. Maybe you can't change gear anymore. I think whatever gear you had on when you got capped is the gear you're gonna have on. and so it's still applied to your base as well as talents. Maybe you can't reset talents, but you have the talents on. They remain active even when they are captured. But see, that's still gonna be rough. Like I guess you still have the exact talents that you had on when you got capped, but I think it's still gonna be rough on solo traps because somebody could hit you multiple times with somebody could hit you multiple times with God, that makes no sense. It just does not make sense to me. Why would you do that? The guys in chat was basically saying that they would do this to let other players, like the players that are iffy about playing because they don't want to get capped and stuff, a chance to go out there and basically get capped. It gives more people a wider range, like a wider spectrum of things that they can do and people that they can attack. But this just seems like it's going to make the game a little bit imbalanced. I'm not a fan. I mean, we'll see how it works when it first comes out, and then we'll be able to really judge it. But as it stands now, it seems like it's a cool idea. It's a neat idea, but I'll be waiting for your response when you log in the game. Um, well, there's nothing there. You probably mean my other account. Yeah, I'll go check that out in a second. Oh, two uncommon frostwing hearts. Nice. I think I got that up to what, gold? Gold, one heart. Okay. Yeah, I'm still far away. I don't feel like upgrading. I don't need to upgrade the gear on here anymore. It's a lost cause. I guess we could transition this into like a looking for action. We could probably transit. Yeah, we'll just transition this into a looking for action stream, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, not a fan of the new update. I think it's kind of bogus. I'm starting to get used to the T5 update just now, and this is gonna fuck everything up because I haven't had time to adjust my solar trap to the new T5 update at all. And I haven't really been using it or taking hits on it, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, like T5, I know it hits hard. I know I can't take a max player's T5 solo. What's the new update I'm talking about? You haven't heard about the new May 25th update? So this it's coming out May 25th. Let me go look. I just had it pulled up. There we go. So it's coming out May 25th. So basically, they've got I think okay, so 5 new features, 4 that actually matter. We've got new auto use resources feature, which basically by the press of a button, it gives you a set number of resources for say like a research. And you press a button, and it gives you a set number of resources from your packs and your Gucci, right? And same with the speed ups. Speed ups would be the same thing. You press a button, it uses the certain amount of speed ups according to the time that it takes. Say you're doing research, you press a button, and it uses all the speed ups for it. Required to finish that thing. They've also got this thing called the sanctuary. So like say I attack you and I fill up my infirms and a certain number of those troops that die. Um, so say I'm like, of course attacking you. A certain number of the troops that fill up my infirms and above, those like Red Dead troops will end up heading to this place called the Sanctuary, where I can then revive them. I'm sure they're going to make some kind of new resource to revive them or something. Maybe it's anima or who the fuck knows. But I'm guessing it's going to be expensive. Probably a pretty expensive building, I would imagine. And then we got the fourth one. So the fourth one, this is the leader one, where basically if say I solo you, right, and I get capped, whatever gear I had on when I soloed you and whatever talents I had on when I soloed you, this is what I'm getting out of this. Stay. That all stays. So I no longer would have a lack of talent. So I could solo you, say like mixed set, right? I've got my mixed set on, my mixed set of gear, and I've got mixed talents on. I solo you, I still have those stats. My leader's in your prison, but I still have those stats deployed, right? It so say I solo some random guy and this 1.5 billion ports in his whole guild sets a whole ass rally on me, right? I've still got my stats, so it's gonna do the same amount basically. So it's gonna change. It's gonna kind of change how the game's played for sure. I'm not really looking forward to like solo trapping now. I feel like solo trapping's pointless. I might not even try to solo trap anymore. I'm not gonna like do anything with my solo trap at this point. I guess I'll just keep it there, kind of changing the comp around and stuff, waiting for I guess a future update. I might come back to it eventually, but quite honestly, the solo trap kind of blows. You like the talents, yeah. See, but like, okay, so a guy comes in, he solos me, right? Um, a big guy, big ass dude comes in and solos me on my solo trap, right? And he's able to repeatedly solo me as many times as he wants with the gear that he has on and the talents, even if his leader gets capped. So does that mean people can send leaderless marches with gear? Oh shit. So does that mean that people can send leaderless marches with gear and talents set? Up your build and you'll be fine. Well, at the moment, I'm 100 and so basically my full comp is about 130 million. Full comp is yeah 130 million. I'm missing a hell of a lot of troops up in here if you guys want to check this out. So what I would do? So the new solo trap comp, if you guys didn't know, is about I believe 2.7 million of each T2, um, and no T1 whatsoever. I guess you can do siege or whatever, but that's the new way to go. I'm far away from it. I took a rally some while back. I took a solo and let my informs fill up on purpose. Took a little bit of reds over here. So I'm down. I'm down on my comp. I'm not really gonna spend money on it to get it back up until I know that solo trapping is good back in the new update. I mean, I'll have to watch like Stu Trap's videos or something and see how he does. I don't see it being worth my time trying to solo trap when people could just come at me with like leaderless solos with fucking talents and gear. Some people hit like a fucking train with leaderless as it is. I'd be fucking ridiculous. Some of these guys. You can't just say up your build, you will be fine. There's a certain point where solo trapping comes to a stop and rally trapping starts. You can't just up the comp, up the comp, up the comp, right? I mean, it comes to a point where you're just at so much might that you look like you're 200 mil. They're just gonna fucking rally you. They're not gonna solo you. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just keep upping and upping and upping. The game doesn't work like that. Solo trapping doesn't work like that. You can go up a good amount. Like I can go up to 150 million, no problem, and I can still get hit. Don't get me wrong. But um, I don't have a good feeling about this update overall. I don't like the fact that somebody can solo me leaderless and not walk back and then yet solo me again and again with the same stats. And that should go the same thing with rallies. Like if somebody gets capped on a rally, it doesn't even mean anything anymore. Upside is if they hit you in cap talent and you cap, he won't be able to hit you in for range. True. Very, very true. That is true. Hmm. I want to say, yeah, yeah. I didn't think about that. That's a good way of putting it. I think maybe people will start doing like mixed sets, right? So like, what if people started rallying with like just range and cav sets at the same time, just in case they like get capped or I don't know. That's probably pretty bogus. You'd lose a lot of stats that way. I'm interested to see how people use it for sure. But I'm not gonna be putting my solo trap out there to test that shit. At least not by any big players. You know, it's funny. It was you need a set comp and you need some real stats to take some of these guys solos now. Back in the day, it's taking like um taking solos from like 800% players, 900% players, or whatever. And I was capping them fine when it was T4. But now you get into the T5, and now you got the fact that they can get their leader back and then send and then send and send. So like say like a guy sends cav at me at my solo trap, right? And it goes all right. I can counter him with cav. I mean in the future I'll be able to counter him with range, which is fine. But I guess, but if he hits hard enough, it's going to hurt, and it's gonna fill up your infirms. It's gonna hurt. They can probably continue to send their their familiars, their heroes, all that kind of jazz. I just see it being like a fucking nuisance. And I can see myself losing a lot more troops and spending a lot more, possibly having to spend a lot more money, which would mean I should just stop playing on it overall and just not solo trap anymore. Which I already don't, so I don't do it much as it is. I just don't have the time for it. But I might not just completely ban it. I'll just keep it shielded. But I find this update highly annoying at the moment. Just theoretically speaking. Yeah, let's go look for some action. See if any of the guilds are up to anything out here. 376. I heard it's going to become an absolute war zone. Cha Cha is capping T5 with T1 cap. Ask him about trapping. Nah, bro, it's not like that. Like I said, like I just explained it to you. I just explained it to you, man. I explained to you how it works. I know my shit about trapping. It's just like, yeah. I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. It's gonna go to bed. All right, y'all have a fantastic night. All right. I'm just gonna go to bed.